Hello and welcome. I'm Caleb Gannon, the designer and one of the developers of Azoth, and I'm just going to do a run at the current state of the game. So this is a playtest build. We're still pre-alpha, so we're missing a lot of features. The balancing isn't right and stuff like that. But I figured I'd just walk through a game to show you what the game currently looks like, make comments about what we're trying to add and things like that. If you want to join, playtest, help us make the game better, link in the description, up into Steam, play the game with us. And we have a Discord, we can talk about it too. So let's just jump into it. Play the game. So right now there's 5 characters or heroes. The only one that's been balanced so far really is Ferric. And then the decks right now we have 5, and we're gonna add more. Basic Ferric is like the balanced experience right now. So we're gonna start with that, and then once we get other things working, we'll move into balancing the other decks, adding new features and stuff like that. But let's jump into it. So the game right now has 3 acts, and in each act you have a set number of curses that you're trying to like get through. And at the start of each turn you get a fate, which gives you either something negative or a ritual, which gives you a challenge for a reward. This one's quite strong actually. Whenever you draw discard 1 is very hard to get through, but then whenever you discard draw 1 is incredible. So you can start with that. You can start with extra curses. These eyeballs at the top tell you how many things you'll have to choose from next time. So, you can take a little bit of life loss for more choices in the future. Turn 1 trouble is very difficult. We don't have any cards in our deck yet, but let's try it and see if we can get through there. We got 2 curses. So, worth mentioning, all the art and everything is placeholder too. So we'll improve a lot of that. But each act, you'll go through curses. And at the end of the act, you'll eventually have an act boss. We don't have that implemented yet, but we probably will within the next week. So maybe the next video of me playing will have boss fights in it, which will be cool. And the curses go into your deck, and you have to play certain sequences or links to purge them. So this one, you just have to play any blood card. This set is cards of the same element, so you'd have to play 3 cards of the same element in 1 link to purge that one. And we have 2 in our deck right now, so we got to look out for those. And every time we draw, we have to discard 1. So this is going to be very tricky. And I think I'm going to actually start out by activating Ferric here. We're going to have to discard, but I wanted to get more options. Like, this is one of the hardest turn 1 rituals. So drafting is your ability to add, you can use that to add cards to your deck. So you have a pack of cards, and when you draft 1, you can choose a card, add it to the exhaust, and you'll get it next turn. But because we're facing such a difficult ritual turn 1, my only focus at the moment is to just get through my deck. So we want to play cards like Distill, because this will dissolve 1 and draw 1 that gets 2 cards deeper into my deck. So let's do that. We dissolved a curse, which is great, and we're going to get rid of a Catalyst of Form. Then I'm going to foresee. Don't love playing that here, but we do draw Transfuse. I'm going to recycle this one. So recycle puts it on the bottom. Now I have to discard 1. It'll be this one. So I can play this link right here. So this is a link of they're all the same element, and this is gonna draw 3, draw 2, draw 2. That totals 7, so that we'll get through my deck, and we're gonna get through this turn. It's pretty precarious, but that's the way to do that. I think it's pretty tempting to try and get a draft in here, but if we did this, sorry, someone was at my door. If we did this way, we would discard all of our hand, draw 3, then we would have to discard 1, and then we would draw 2, discard 2, and discard another one, and I believe we would end up with no cards in hand and lose the round. So I think this is the only way to do it. So we're going to discard a hand, draw 3, discard 1, draw 2, discard 2, and then discard 1, and then draw 2, discard 2, and then discard 1. Just made it through the first ritual, but now we get this huge bonus. We end our turn, and now we have, whenever you discard, draw 1. So that's awesome. Something, like I said, the balancing isn't there. We're probably going to remove a lot of these negative fates. But this is also like the downside of having fewer options. So I think I'm going to take a plain Monday and just do nothing. Because I mean, this is one of the best ones. So there's a couple of mechanics we didn't really get to showcase because I just chose such a hard ritual turn one. But I think we're going to be very well off now. So I could do something like this to purge this curse and save this blood ritual. Although honestly, I could even do this. We're just going to like blow through our deck here. Let's do that. So we're going to purge the curse, discard our hand, which will only contain this one card, and the card we draw off the curse. And then draw 3. And then we're going to draw one we discard. It's literally the opposite of what happened before. So it's going to be great. So we're discarding 2 cards off Transfuse. I don't need these catalysts. Group of 3, set of 3. So I can do both of those. What's left in my deck? I have 2 anima cards. Because I would like to be able to purge both curses here if possible. It's impossible to purge this. No, it is possible to purge this red curse. So I think it's probably only possible to purge one of these 2 this turn. Because I could do group of 3 and go distill for C. I really need a draft as well. I'm going to draft there as well. So let's get rid of set of 3. And I need reform to get back the blood card to purge the next curse. So, and I'm going to still for C. So I guess I discard Sigil of Anima. And then I'll be able to go Sigil of Soul, distill reform, get back the blood card. Yeah, okay. And then this is where you build your deck. Ooh, okay, this is a really challenging run so far, but I think we're going to be very strong very quickly. Draw 1 when this enters the bin or exhaust is very strong. We have a lot of like things that make us want to discard, so I'm going to take this to start off with. Okay. Then the last card is a distill. So distill for C, and I want to play for C first. I guess it doesn't matter because curse will draw before that, but we're going to do that, purge this one. We're going to draw the last soul card here. Then I get to do this. Ordering doesn't matter too much, but I want to get back a blood card. And we're really pretty heavy on the discard theme. What do we want to do? I think we'll take Brainstorm. Obviously a joke at Magic the Gathering. Brainstorm's good. Draw 2, put this on top of the deck. That's also pretty interesting. Less flexible. Then we'll transfuse, purge the curse. And so the game has a mechanic called overdraw, which is if you would draw a card or dissolve a card, basically remove a card from your deck, and the deck isn't there anymore because you've drawn through it, you get overdraw, and that will be applied to your life total next turn. So we're doing really well now. We're at 17 life, safe. We have our good turn 1 ritual. Now we've stabilized in lifetime. We have all these choices because last time we took a card that gave us more choices. So there are consumables in the game. This one just draws 3. You can use it at any time. But I think we're actually set up to take another ritual here. Whenever you play 1 Valence card, discard 1. Wait. That's actually really good because whenever we discard, we draw. So this ritual is actually not that hard. Because it's whenever you play a 1 Valence card, discard 1, and then we're going to draw 1. One solution says whenever you play 1 Valence card, draw 1. So let's do that. And I believe that is the last curse in that act. We'll move into act 2 after this. So a set of 3. We could purge this curse right now by playing these. And I think I'm going to do that. The other option would be doing something like this. This card is transmutable in sequences, so it's kind of like 1, 2, 3. But I think just getting rid of this card, this curse right now when we have the opportunity kind of makes sense to me. We dissolve those 2. And I have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take Sigil. Actually, Transfuse is so good here. Let's take that. Because whenever we discard, we're gonna draw. Seek a blood card, take all revealed cards. Blood is pretty heavy into discard, so this card's good if your deck has very few blood cards, because if you have like 2 blood cards in your deck, you could draw your whole deck with this card. And we're gonna want actually a lot of 1 cost, because whenever we play a 1 valence, you get to draw a card. So I think I'm actually gonna get a new pack here. And then let's do this. Draw, discard. So we're gonna discard 2, and I really want to make sure I can draft. So I think I'm gonna discard these for C. Then we discard 1, which I think will be this one. I don't know why I didn't draw. Maybe I did and I didn't see it. Draw 1, draw 2. Interesting. Okay, let's play this. I'm gonna discard 1. So discard this one. That'll get me to draw. Discard this one as well. We drew off the discard. We have to discard another card, which will be this one. Okay, maybe this was harder than I thought it would be. I didn't have a card to discard, so I didn't draw. So we'll get our last card. Okay, that keep underestimating rituals here. But now we're golden. So let's start this off. Scry 5. Whenever you play a 3 valence card, discard 1. I think I'm going to take the Scry Potion here. So now we're in Act 2. A couple more curses to get through. They get harder each time. Set of 3. We can't currently do that, but this hand looks great. Let's first see. Cycle any number of cards. I'll keep that one. So we draw that off of the 1 solution whenever you play 1 valence draw. So we just really want to like hit all the 1 valence cards we possibly can. We're still... Oh, I can do this to purge the curse. So I guess I might as well do this. We dissolved Catalyst of Power. Ooh. We could go really big. Permanently increase your max hand size by 1. Increase your starting hand size by 1. I like a lot of those. We're nowhere near being able to cast them yet. We're gonna need some ether or something. So I'll start here and see if we could eventually get there. We want set of 3, and we want to be able to let's start with this, because we want a soul and an anima 1. We draw 3, put 2 on top. Group of 4. These are getting really hard. I think right now I can just put these on top. Then we drew those, and we have to discard 2 to the bin. I don't think I want to be able to do group of 4. And honestly, I'm going to have to discard this one too. Set of 3. I could do this to purge that one. Cycle any number of cards. I kind of want that one. Exhaust your hand and draw 3. I mean, if I keep taking anima cards, I could set it up. I have to... Actually, with this costing 11, you can't play this without some link reduction cards, because the maximum hand size is currently 10. So this is the more enticing one. But there's no way I can play it yet. But I think I'm just going to take it and see what happens. 2 cards left. Draw. So let's transfuse here. We draw 2, discard this and this. That's great. Now I can go distill Sigil of Blood. Okay, so we're trying to be able to play the Apotheosis. And I just need a bunch of anima cards. Let's get a new pack here. Play all of these. This is going to give us so much overdraw. And I want to do this first, because the cards resolve left to right. So if I reform first, I'm going to end up discarding whatever I draw to Blood Ritual. And let's get back. I don't know how much it matters, but let's just get some more overdraw. So now our life total is very safe. You cannot scry 2. You may include one other elemental card in set links. That'll help us play Apotheosis. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. We cannot play consecutive links of the same type. I don't think we currently have a 4 in our deck. We do have good value in our deck. Because I could do this. The problem is that doesn't purge any of these curses that we have. Whenever you discard, draw, and scry. Let's use our scry potion now. See if we're anywhere close. We're not. I don't need Apotheosis yet. Honestly, I think I would put all those on the bottom and then just keep please remove because it's just generally good. But that was actually very helpful because I think if we drew into that, we'd be in a really rough spot. So we're just going to ditch our hand here. Unfortunately, these curses will not get solved. Recycle any number of cards, Deep Insight. I'm going to keep that one. And I'm actually going to draw... Oh, I just played a sequence link. So I can't play a sequence link. So... Okay, let's draw one. Play this card. And now, cards on their own are different than like a sequence link, so I should be able to now do this. And let's actually transfuse Deep Insight Brainstorm. Let's Deep Insight first. Okay, so discard, please remove 1, 3, 4. I'll get rid of Distill. Let me see. So I need a 3. Okay, if I can get this, I can purge it with Reform. Group of 4 requires a bunch of 1s that I don't have, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. So I think I'm fine to get rid of... I need a 2 to be able to play good value. I'm gonna ditch this one. Move 2 cards to deck. This one's transmutable in groups, but I don't think we... Eventually we want to get there where I could play Catalyst, Distill in the same thing. I don't think we're there yet, though. So, put these on top. And I can't play a sequential link, but this is a set link, so that works. And we'll purge this curse. Okay, okay, Symbol Ether, this will let us build up to start playing Apotheosis. And 1 soul. I guess I should have saved Distill for that. Group of 4, we can't quite do. So I think just taking a transfuse here kind of makes sense. And then just getting as much overdraw as possible. Whew, okay. Let's get some ether. This one lets us draw on 2s, but I think I want to start playing Apotheosis. Okay, so we gained those curses. This will be the next act. And our deck got bigger, so this is the new layout. And we have my scroll wheel is pretty messed up. That's why it's so jittery. Group of 4, purge 4. Okay, let's play the Ether Potion. 1 other elemental card in set links. That's very helpful. Because now... Guess I'll start out with, honestly, just paying some life here. Link of 4. Pay some more life. Okay, so 1, 2, 3... 4. And this works because our ritual lets us include 1 other element. So this is an anima set, but then we're including 1 extra. And we're saving Distill for the curse. So let's play this, draw, gain some life, do a bunch of stuff, put 2 cards on top of the deck. We played our 4, so I think that's our only 4. This one as well is pretty rough. But I can purge this curse now. And draw one for each linked card with higher valence. I'm just taking anima cards. We're building the anima deck. Discard one, then draw equal to its valence. Wait a second. We could draw 10 cards. I do like that. I will take that. Okay. Start here. In fact, I could do all of this because of my ritual. So let's just play this link. Purge the curse. This is going to like fill our hand. Could put that on the bottom. Okay, so purge 3 and 4. I don't think there's a 4 that we can do. Let's start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start here. Discard this one, and there's no 4s left that I can play, so unfortunately discard this one. We have the 3. Group of 4. 1, 2, 3. For 2s, I can't do the group of 4 either, so we're just going to purge all of these. Doing this. And then get back. Oh, I actually could have done it because I get a recall. Yeah, I could have purged it actually. That's on me. I'm just going to take simple ether because we're trying to build up ether so we can play apotheosis. I don't think we're quite there yet. But we're getting close. So we'll play this. Boosh. 9 overdraw. Entered Act 3. So again, there'd be a boss fight here, but we're approaching the end game. Even numbered links. Must contain soul cards. Start each game with your most expensive card in hand. Or dissolve 12, which we could basically use to gain life, right? You could just play this on an empty deck and get 12 overdraw. Let's try this one. See what happens. Purge, play a 4. Okay, this one's fairly easy. We'll start with a transfuse. Draw 2, discard, please remove. And Catalyst of Power. There's the Dark Offering. So this is actually kind of crazy. Although I would need let's draw a card here. 4/4. That's very hard. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. Because I would need to draw a card to make Dark Offering good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw one more. Alright, I'm going to start with a 4C. That way I can try and set this up better. Recycle any number of cards. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Make it as likely as possible for me to dissolve into the 10 drop that I can discard to draw 10 cards here. Okay. Let's take... Ooh, draw exhaust and recover exhaust is pretty cool. So draw one exhaust from the bin and then this just puts it back. I'm actually going to go for that combo. I dissolved brainstorm. I drew apotheosis. So I'm going to draw 10 cards here. Okay. That's cool. Let's grab a for C. Discard this. Boom! So we're working on the interface because there's a maximum hand size right now. So some of the cards that we drew, I think these 3 went to the bin. Eventually I'm going to make it work so you can choose which you keep and which you don't. But I can now do this, which seems pretty nice. Can I do a group of 4? No. All right, let's just do this. Boom. And then that's pretty much all I could play here. Okay. Gaining some life. Draft 3, lose 10 life. Negate the first card in each link. Once per round, copy the first card in your next link. I want to set up this Apotheosis so bad. Let's take Scry Gain, Big Scry, and Recover Exhaust. Because things are getting dicey over here. The curses are getting stronger. We have 2 left. Eventually, we would have to like plan for an act boss at this stage. Okay. Start with a 4C. I'll keep that. It's really good with our like play of 1 cost and you get to draw more. Let's play this one. Discard Catalyst of Form and Sigil of Soul. I guess I'm gonna do this. When discarded, recall this. That's pretty nice. The set can have 1 mismatched element. I'm gonna get a new pack here. Exhaust 1 card to exhaust. Let's 1-3. Put that there. Oh, this is perfect. Nice. Okay, we get rid of this curse. Discard 2 to bin. We have Dark Offering Apotheosis again. I think I could just play Apotheosis as well. Wait, I have 5 ether. I can ditch this. But the combo is so good. I think I might try and play it twice. Let's discard these. Ooh, Amplify. Add 1 to each link draw. We're going big. Okay. No, I'm 1 short. Oh, I'm 1 short on ether. Dissolve 12. Yeah, I have 5 ether, which lets me play a card. Okay, let's draw a card here. That didn't help. Let's draw another. No. Oh no. All right, we're going to 5. All right, all right. This should work. I'm spending all of my ether to get down this Apotheosis, but the more I play it, the easier it'll be to play in the future. Let's reform at the end and do all of this stuff. So I'm down to 5 life. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of curses. So I need... There's some cards I need to draft. Because I can't purge any of these. The last card I think is for C. Okay. Brainstorm, Ascending Insight. Group of 4. Last card is for C. I just need to draw a ton of cards, and Blood Ritual probably does that the best. So we do this. Okay. Only 6 overdraw. Not the best. Omega Curse. I don't want that. Oh, geez. Okay. Link Resonance. Each link must share at least 1 type with a previous link. Whenever you play a link that shares a type, scry 1. Don't love that. Links must either have all matching elements or all different elements. Oh. Okay. All right, we'll do that. That was the last. We're working on the interface. This should say act, but if I can get through this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It did increase my starting hand size by 1. So there's that. But now I don't have enough ether to play it. So I think there's other ways to cheat this into play, but like once you keep playing it, you can go really crazy. I think I'm gonna start off with a scry gain. And I want Dark Offering, but this also lets me play Sigil of Blood, so I guess we'll just keep those. And then we will draw this. I have another one after this. keep that one. Pay life. 2, 3, 4. This should be a valid link, but it's causing an issue, and this must be a... Oh! All matching elements, all different elements, right. Okay. That's a problem. I forgot about that part. Links must have all matching elements or all different elements. I'm just short of having enough ether to make this playable. I can do this, but I really want a Dark Offering the thing. Let's start with the distill and see what happens there. Amplify. Oh, not the best. Alright, I think I have to give up on the dream. And do this. Because I'm 1 ether short of being able to Dark Offering. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Draft 1 card. Blood Frenzy seems great in this deck. Permanently increase the draft pack size by 1. Wait a second. How do I play these cards? I need a 4 soul. I'm gonna take this. That'll help me play cards in the future. Scry 4, draw 1 exhaust 1 from the bin. This is looking pretty rough for our team over here. 3-5. I should have scried before I drew, but I can do that now. Ditch, ditch. This one's pretty good. So if I ditch these two, reforms on top, I play draw exhaust, draw into transfuse. Then I draw into reform, which could let me do something. I think I'm just gonna ditch all of these. So we play this. Let's exhaust. If I'm at the last stage, probably want to distill or something. Then I play this. Uh-oh. I think I'm dead. I can dissolve 12, right, with this potion. And I drew a card off of this one, but it wasn't enough. I'm down to 2 cards in deck at 5 life, and I can't... Honestly, all because of this ritual preventing me from doing the apotheosis thing. Yeah, we died at the end of Act 3. So this is... The interface is bugged. This is Act 4. Act 4 gets very hard. There's so many curses, and they're all very challenging, but... Anyway, that's a run. It was a lot of fun. I was hoping to do a little bit more with apotheosis here. But alas, it was too much for me. See you all next time.